Oh, bloody hell. What do we have here? This is a brand new Let's Play of The Legend of Spyro, The Eternal Night, and I have no doubt how eagerly anticipated this LP must be. At least 3 people have inquired about this since the end of the prequel, A New Beginning, which was finished at least 2.5 years ago. Well, I don't have any amazing excuses. All it really boils down to is being out of practice and moving on to other games to record since that time. Now, what I refer to by out of practice is lacking the knowledge to find every last collectible, scribers quills, and dragon relics. We'll learn more about them as we play, but essentially, I just couldn't bring myself to do a half-assed job where only half of them were to be found. It just didn't feel right. I suppose it doesn't make sense when in other playthroughs I ignore collectibles, but yeah, yeah, there's a contradiction for you. Anyway, if this is your first glimpse of The Legend of Spyro, I also did the said prequel A New Beginning during those 2.5 years ago, so feel free to check that out. Well, after so long, let's get started.
My master returns.
We're too late! She is just like me.
We gotta get out of here now.
I can't leave her behind. I've got to save her.
What? Save the beast that's been trying to kill us?
Yeah, that wasn't her fault. She was being used by the Dark Master. Now we can go.
Spyro! Hey, Spyro. Some night, huh? Beautiful.
What is it you want, Sparks?
Huh. Why do I have to want something? I'm just ready to begin the best day ever now that the evil psycho she-dragon is gone.
What? Cinder? What do you mean, Sparks?
Whoa, calm down, big fella. Gosh, you're awfully tense. Haven't been sleeping much? You should listen to Voltaire tell one of his stories. That'll put anyone to sleep.
Sparks, what happened?
Okay, you ready? I got up to get some fresh air. Since I don't sleep much myself these days with the female of fright hanging about, lo and behold, there she was, sneaking out into the garden. She gives me the creeps, dude. Hear my teeth?
Well, come on, we have to find her. It's dangerous for her to be outside the temple at night.
It's dangerous for any of us to be outside at night. Besides, Ignitus said you have to wait till your powers return. 'Cause you're weak.
Smart
No
ass.
time to argue, come on.
You'd be helpless without me. I better come with you.
Well, then come along then, smartass. Yes, indeed. This temple is quite beautiful at night. This must be Spyro's sleeping spot. Looks quite nice. Ooh, I like that. I remember that room from the last game. Wasn't this the training room? Looks magnificent at night, doesn't it? Alright, these are scriber quills in question. And as the tutorial is about to tell us, basically they unlock artwork for us to look at after the game is finished. There's about 40 in total. 5 in the temple area to start with. And then here's the pool of visions.
Quiet. We mustn't wake them.
What? I can't hear you over all this snoring.
Doesn't look too comfortable for Terrador.
Yes, of course, I'm honest.
Looks like he should have his chin resting on the ground, I meant to say.
In the truth.
Must be hardy sleepers if they can sleep that soundly on solid ground. Especially when I wake him up. He'd get most cross. That doesn't wake them? And neither does bashing down a door, apparently, as we're about to see. I mean, that sounds like someone trying to break in. You'd think that would wake one of them up and bring them over. I won't argue with it. We have a second quill in this area.
Hey, look at this.
Screw swinging it. We can just hit a good old B button. I prefer the PlayStation's controls, but just couldn't resist having a Wii U upscaling the graphics here. Give you a good 720p experience. Wonder if that killed him. I don't know if I could set him on fire too, but he doesn't even have his first element yet. Anyway, there's the quill. We'll get to that toadweed in just a moment after we get this quill. Let's go jump on a branch and then glide over to get it. Oops. Also, a nice little trick that I've discovered as well is that if you need just that little extra distance, you can do an attack in mid-air and it'll push him over a bit. Like that. Yeah. So just gotta lift him up and satisfying.
Cinder, what are you doing out here? It's dangerous.
You shouldn't have followed me, Spyro.
That's good enough for me. Let's go. See ya.
Please, don't make this harder for me than it already is.
I'm just trying to understand.
I'm leaving, Spyro. I don't belong here. After all I've done, all I've put you through, I can't stay.
Cinder, nobody blames you for what happened.
Huh, I do. Speak for yourself.
Sparks.
No, Sparks is right. And every day that goes by, I'm reminded of it. Spyro, your place is here. Your destiny is here. But mine is somewhere out there for me to find.
Cinder, I don't want you to go.
Goodbye, Spyro.
Poor Spyro. He only wants a friend.
Now, can we finally get some sleep around here? I've been only sort of half sleeping with one eye open for weeks now. Alternating eyes, of course. It lessens the strain, but I tell you, it's taking a toll. Hey, was this twitch always there? Spyro? You okay, buddy?
Well,
Hey,
he fell asleep.
But I didn't mean now. Let's at least get inside. It's dark out, man, and I don't like it.
I've heard of being tired, but this is ridiculous.
Yoo-hoo!
I love this place.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Do not be frightened, young dragon. You are not alone.
Who are you? What is this place?
I have summoned you here so that you might be warned. The celestial moons are counting down, and time is running out.
Make it stop!
Well, Spyro's never experienced this before.
How did that happen?
The purple dragon can wield many abilities that others cannot, including time itself. Learn to master this ability, and you will be able to see things almost before they happen. But use this gift sparingly, only when circumstances demand. Manipulation of time is not to be done without the uttermost care.
Pretty sure that's the only other ability that a purple dragon can wield. Besides being able to wield 4 elements all at once. Just speaking from experience. But yeah, this place just feels so haunting as well as beautiful. This dream music has to be one of my favorite tracks. Even as far as video game music itself goes. You can see it rotating up ahead. And it's kind of easy to accidentally fall off. Pillar physics are not exactly at their finest in this game. So we just gotta wait for one of the sides of the rock that's holding it up to be aligned. There we go. Oh! Oh, I always panic. Made it though. There we go.
You seem to have abandoned your true calling. It is your destiny to harness the powers of the elements, yet you possess not.
I haven't been able to use my abilities for some time now.
Yes, right now your powers lay dormant within you. Let's see if we might not awaken them.
I've also got to say just how soothing this new character's voice is.
Clear your mind, Spyro, and feel the fire that flows through your veins. Allow its heat to consume you, and breathe with it. Now, rise up and release the firestorm within you. Excellent, Spyro. You're a natural.
Groovy.
But now that a primal fire rages inside you, show me you have command of it.
With pleasure. And while we're at it, I might go and mention that the training sections of this stage, they've improved a lot. I've still got bad memories of those training stages in the new beginning. But here it's just very highly condensed. Basically just wants to make sure you've got the basic grips with it and then lets you go on your way. No more chasing down dummies, no more fighting dummies, no more going after still dummies bullshit. So it'll just ask me to toast these guys, then it'll be like, okay, you know how to do that, move on. Also, many of the attacks have changed in the sequel. For example, we don't have a firebomb anymore, we have, well, you'll see in just a second. That's pretty. The Comet Dash. I love it, but you've got to be careful with it around the edge. Ow. Up until we get ice, that's a pretty satisfying attack. Especially when you combo the heck out of someone and then you use the Comet Dash to lay on that extra damage. It all adds up. And this is a new mechanic, just using these. Well, I don't know what they're called, they'll just call them fire chambers, but they're used to power up doors. See, it didn't drag itself on like it did in the prequel. And what makes it all the more amazing is that it's all part of the story too. Like, these visions are a necessary part of expanding the story. And yes, the gems are separated into different categories now, so red for the health, green gems for your magic, and then we have blue gems which essentially act as upgrades. So just like last time, you know, the more you collect, the more you can upgrade your breaths. And this one's a common one, and whenever you learn a new element, that just so you can get an idea of what your fury attack for your element is like. It's pretty amusing. Alright, here we go. As they say, bombs away. Ooh, that's that same dragon statue as in the temple too. That's pretty cool. The attack I meant. And he's still on fire after that too. He'd be feeling nice and warm and fuzzy.
You have done well. And now, it is time for you to return. But be careful, Spyro. The enemy approaches.
Wait, you still haven't told me who you are.
You shall know me as the Chronicler. Seek me out.
Houston, we have a name.